First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. But tonight we start Week 14 of the NFL season with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Detroit Lions. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. The first carry now, this is Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. You talk about this Lions defense, currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
And I know, just like me, you're fired up about this one because this is the irresistible object and the immovable force. They're going head-to-head, number 1 versus number 1. I've talked about that running back's renaissance for a while. Can they slow these guys down? Where's my helmet? I want to play.
Jeez, you are fired up. Something's got to give. Here's Milton. And he is caught by Williams. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones.
That's good for a Cowboys.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 34. Now Williams running left. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Finds Pickens out right. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That's good for 28 yards.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up first and goal.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll go with the keeper, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful for the yard out. And the Cowboys put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes the score 7-0.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And that one too wide and incomplete. The partner, his offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd of '85. But then they'd never lose again en route to winning Super Bowl 20.
And when you look back on it, partner, didn't it almost feel like a setup game? Because they were playing the Dolphins, and the Dolphins were protecting their franchise's undefeated season of 1972, that team. And you know what that team does. They love to celebrate the fact that they still are the only one to get through an entire NFL season that way. That was Dan Marino's 3rd year, playing under the great Don Shula, and they were motivated to keep that franchise's record intact.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game on Thursday night? Guys that have a little extra pep in their step, you go to them early and often.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First down.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Quick toss by Goff is complete. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jamison Williams with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Lions are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready up.
In motion, the tight end. Now Milton. Screen play set up for Williams. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one, 28 yards on the ground. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
Here's Milton now to throw. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Lions, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
Yeah, they only allowed 13 points, and you can poll all 32 coaches, and I guarantee you they'd say, we'll take that every single week. But let me think about that for a second. Maybe there'll be one contrarian that would say, give me 10.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense could get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Throwing is Milton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the...
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions. Touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season. If you're a coach or player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Aiden Hutchinson. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now. They try the left side here with Williams. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And they'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Rick Flair.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Right side to Watson. He'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Touchdown. Christian Watson from 8 yards out. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
For the extra point.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Lions 21, Cowboys 7.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
Their own 21-yard line.
Okay, ready?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions. Touchdown. Point after try forthcoming. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Next to score Lions 28, Cowboys 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
He was brought down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 4.
We're good. 180. Two up. We go. 70. Maverick wall.
Goff. It's complete to Williams. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Lions, first down.
17.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
180.
From the gun, here's Goff. A quick throw, but incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Second and 10. Goff going to shift him around.
Hold on.
Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jamison Williams with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Lions are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point splits the uprights. And the rout is on here in this first half. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end.
At their own 36-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Able to hit his target lane. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And the Cowboys first down.
And now they'll shift things around.
First down, Cowboys.
Milton. He's got this to Pickens. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Two chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
To throw is Milton. And this one too low.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
To throw, it's Milton. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Cowboys 14. Brandon Aubrey to kick off.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Value 3, 180. We're good. We're super one. Whirling.
Here's Goff. gets to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
It's a gain of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
He'll go right back to St. Brown. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 17-yard line.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Brought down on the play by Deron Bland. Now 2nd and 5.
5. When it goes 12. Hey, step. Maverick. What's up?
A shotgun snap for Goff. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half.
42. Cowboys 14.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive.
Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, that is interception number 4 for him, Charles. 4 here in the first half alone, and they're already trailing by 4 possessions.
Makes me wonder, partner, do they just not have any confidence at all in the backup, or do they just have that much confidence in him? Able to throw 4 picks already, they're certainly hoping that he can turn things around and quickly.
2, Super 1.
After the interception, here's Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the rookie's free. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. That one may not cost him in the end, but still, obviously something the coach wants to avoid.
Oh, without a doubt. It won't cost the team because of where they are on the scoreboard, but it will cost the player who gave up the football.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
21. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes. And that's going to be a first down. Well done.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Lions, first down.
Super 1.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Goff now looking to throw. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be second down.
Hold on. Like 20. Super. Shell.
To throw is Goff. Goes to Laporta, right side. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Lions, first down.
Goff going to move his guys around a bit.
At the 36-yard line.
180.
Back to throw again. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jamison Williams on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Lions would extend their lead here just before halftime.
21.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And he returns this to the 22.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Okay, great.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half.
Brendan Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
On the play. Second
Maybe
and
I'm wrong,
10.
but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Goff now to throw. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And they'll get to him right away as he's taken down right there at the 44.
And the Lions first down.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
76, help, hardball. Value one. Hey, lift. Super.
Here's Goff. That is caught by Laporta. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
It's a gain of 22
22
yards.
yards there, a first down.
Lions, first down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Out of the gun. Goff. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. About 3 yards there to the 27.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now Goff. And that'll be caught by St. Brown.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. David Montgomery, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Lions take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
21.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return way back at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
McNeil on the tackle. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Milton.
The 12-yard line.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
5 yards on the play.
A first down there on a pickup of 25.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Dallas.
Here's Milton. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Over the middle, held in by Lance. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 45-yard line.
That's good for a Cowboys first down.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
They created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there. It keeps them advancing the ball.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Throwing is Milton. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Milton now to throw. That is caught. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 29-yard line.
That's another Cowboys first down.
Back to throw. Milton. Man open left side. It's Williams. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
That's another Cowboys first down.
Now they'll change things up.
At the 10-yard line.
Again, he'll drop the throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed it. Incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Ready? Track and 60. Go.
On fourth down, Milton. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage.